I'm just a rock chick.
I would describe my music and my sound as Avril Lavigne.
It's the best damn thing.
Welcome back to another episode of the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast, a facts and trivia-based podcast about Canadian pop singer Avril Lavigne. I'm your host, Andrea DiFrancesco. In this edition of the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast, we'll learn all about Avril's foundation, as well as her involvement with other charity work over the course of her career. Let's begin with some facts and trivia about the Avril Lavigne Foundation. The Avril Lavigne Foundation was established in 2010, with Avril officially introducing it on September 14th. It is a U.S.-registered 501c3 charitable organization and is advised by the Global Philanthropy Group. The Avril Lavigne Foundation partners with Easter Seals, Make-A-Wish Foundation, Erase MS, and the Special Olympics. When the foundation first launched, Avril also partnered with skincare brand Proactive, who she was already working with on brand endorsements for the Be Proactive campaign, which gave $10,000 to the winner's charity of choice. According to the foundation's official website, beneficiaries include the Center for Courageous Kids, Easter Seals, the Fender Play Foundation, the Limelight Foundation, the Lyme Treatment Foundation, Make-A-Wish, Race to Erase MS, and UNICEF. Avril started the foundation after being inspired with her previous philanthropic work with Make-A-Wish, Erase MS, and other organizations.
So let me tell you what inspires me and why I started the Avril Lavigne Foundation. I've been so lucky to meet so many amazing people through my music. And there are so many young people that I meet that are dealing with difficult circumstances in their lives or feel like they don't fit in somehow. But what I've learned is that we all just want to be happy and have the chance to follow our dreams, which makes us all the same in ways that really matter.
The original goal of the Avril Lavigne Foundation was to help children and youth living with serious illnesses and disabilities. After Avril's battle with Lyme disease in 2014, the focus of the organization shifted to helping those suffering from Lyme disease. She partnered with organizations such as Global Lyme Alliance, the Limelight Foundation, the International Lyme and Associated Diseases Society, and the Lyme Treatment Foundation. The foundation's mission statement can be found on the official website, which reads, "The Avril Lavigne Foundation supports people with Lyme disease, serious illness, or disabilities. Through programs and grants, we provide prevention resources, fund treatment grants, and accelerate scientific research in order to provide hope and transform lives." Since our inception in 2010, the Avril Lavigne Foundation, Avril, and her fans around the world have been impacting lives for the better.
I am especially inspired by the young people I meet who are living with a life-threatening illness or who have a permanent disability, and yet don't let their circumstances stop them from living life in the fullest and pursuing their dreams. They set an example for us all.
The official website also includes a written statement from Avril, which says, "The Avril Lavigne Foundation supports people with Lyme disease, serious illness, or disabilities. We raise awareness and aid prevention of the Lyme epidemic. We impact the lives of individuals and families affected by Lyme disease through treatment grants administered by our charitable partners, and we accelerate scientific research. We urgently need your help. Please join us as we endeavor to educate people, prevent the spread of Lyme, and find a cure. Our initiatives enable us to provide hope and expand the number of lives we're able to transform. Together, we can do this." The mantra of the foundation is ROCKS, which stands for respect, opportunities, choices, knowledge, and strength.
The Avril Lavigne Foundation rocks. Respect, opportunity, choices, knowledge, and strength in support of sick and disabled children and young people. Respect. We respect the needs of all children and young people no matter what circumstances they face, and we encourage others to do the same. Opportunity. We want to help create opportunities for sick and disabled children and youth to follow their dreams. Choices. The Avril Lavigne Foundation offers choices. We want all children and young people to have choices versus following a predefined path based on circumstance. Knowledge. We want to provide knowledge about what is possible to children and young people and their families through new program ideas that the Avril Lavigne Foundation will support and help expand. Strength. When all of these things come together, we believe kids and their families have the strength to face their daily challenges.
In 2011, Avril designed special shirts with the ROCKS mantra, which she wore on stage during the Black Star Tour. These shirts were sold at the merch stands at her shows and on her official website, with 100% of the proceeds going towards her foundation. An error was initially misprinted on the shirts, with the word choices being misspelled as choiches. In 2011, the Avril Lavigne Foundation held an auction for the highest bidder to sing on stage with Avril at one of her concerts on the Black Star Tour. The highest bidder chose to sing Wish You Were Here with Avril at the show in Paris on September 17th. In the early years of the Avril Lavigne Foundation, they established the Rockstar Club, which provided after-school activities for children living with an illness or disability. They would also raise money every year to send children to camp. For several years during her birthday in September, Avril would also hold the Rockstar auction, where musicians donated items to be auctioned off in order to raise money for the foundation. The foundation also installed an app called the Giving Assistant, where a portion of online purchases from participating retailers would be donated to the foundation. In 2011, Avril designed a special t-shirt from her clothing line Abby Dawn that said Abby Dawn Hearts Japan to aid children affected by the earthquake and tsunami that had occurred in Tohoku, Japan earlier that year. 100% of the proceeds went towards the Avril Lavigne Foundation, which was then donated to Mercy Corps' Comfort for Kids program, which helps children affected by natural disasters. For her birthday campaign in 2012, she launched the Rockstar Room, a month-long auction with items donated by famous musicians. Donations from the campaign went to support music-related causes for sick and disabled children in order to help them feel like rock stars. An article by Michael Carney for Pando.com in August 2012 confirms the Rockstar Room was created and funded by the startup crowdfunding site Invested.in, which was the company's first philanthropic initiative. The article goes on to say that the Rockstar Room initiative was implemented at the Mattel Children's Hospital, UCLA. Music therapists worked with the kids to help them write and record songs to create a professionally mastered CD. Once the project was completed, Avril's foundation hosted a Rockstar CD release party for the musicians involved, their families, and other patients at the hospital. The campaign concluded with the announcement of a secret mystery item available for purchase, which was a limited edition, life-size wall sticker of a never-before-seen photo of Avril made by the brand Fathead. In 2013, the Avril Lavigne Foundation collaborated with the Women's College Hospital Fund and requested fans to record themselves singing Avril's 2006 hit Keep Holding On, which was remixed with Avril's recording and released on iTunes Canada. In 2013, the foundation created a set of bracelets made from guitar strings donated by Avril to help raise funds for the foundation. For Avril's birthday campaign in 2013, she teamed up with Prizeo to give away a grand prize invitation to the CD release party for her self-titled album in New York City. For her 30th birthday in 2014, the foundation launched the Team Rockstar campaign to raise funds to sponsor 30 athletes to compete in the Special Olympics World Summer Games, which were held in Los Angeles in July 2015. During her 2014 World Tour, Avril had visited a local Special Olympics program in Shanghai to learn more about their work and met with and invited more than 200 Special Olympics athletes to her shows in 14 countries. On April 16, 2015, Avril released the charity single Fly, which was originally written in 2012 for her self-titled album. 100% of net proceeds benefited the Special Olympics. Avril performed the song for the first and only time at the opening ceremony on July 25th, her first live performance since being diagnosed with Lyme disease in 2014. A music video was also released which featured footage of the Special Olympics athletes. There was also a contest for fans to design exclusive Fly merchandise, which was made available for purchase for a limited time. For her annual birthday campaign in 2015, 2016, and 2017, Avril partnered with Charity Stars with proceeds benefiting the Limelight Foundation. Prizes for the campaign in 2015 included props from the rock and roll music video, as well as a chance to meet Avril and voice a character in the animated film Charming, in which Avril starred as Snow White. The winner got to record their line with the director of the film, as well as see a sneak peek of the animation and received a script signed by the cast members of the film. The winner said this whole experience was like pieces of a dream. Never would have thought I would be given an opportunity to meet Avril Lavigne and record a voice for a character in Charming. According to the film's page on IMDb, the winner is not listed in the casting credits, and it is unknown what her role was. The grand prize for the campaign in 2017 was a 10-minute phone call from Avril. On December 31, 2015, Avril wrote an announcement on the foundation's website that the Avril Lavigne Foundation would be paused temporarily in early 2016. She did not explain the reason behind the hiatus. In December 2018, Avril held a live-stream charity event called Live from Ryan's Living Room to benefit her foundation. The livestream was broadcast from the home of musician Ryan Cabrera and raised over $23,000. Several artists participated in the event, including Drake Bell and Billy Ray Cyrus. Avril debuted a live performance of her newly released single Tell Me It's Over, as well as a performance of Head Above Water. In March 2019, Avril launched a campaign for fans to win a VIP trip to Tokyo, Japan. The grand prize included 4 days and 3 nights at a 4-star hotel in Tokyo, plus VIP admission to a special fan event with Avril. Other items for bid included a pair of Avril sneakers, hand-signed lyric sheets, and Abby Dawn gift packs. In May 2019, the Avril Lavigne Foundation partnered with Global Lyme Alliance, where Avril filmed a public service announcement for Lyme Awareness Month. $1 from each ticket sale of the Head Above Water tour went to support the Avril Lavigne Foundation. In December 2019, Avril teamed up with Charity Stars for a special holiday auction featuring items such as a replica of Avril's microphone, signed guitars, custom tour outfits, and signed setlist from the Head Above Water tour. In April 2020, Avril released a re-recorded version of her song Warrior called We Are Warriors, with net proceeds benefiting Project Hope, which provided personal protective equipment to frontline workers during the early phases of the COVID-19 pandemic. She also filmed a music video which featured fan-submitted tributes to frontline workers and those considered to be warriors. For her birthday campaign in 2020, she collaborated once again with Charity Stars to auction a personalized pre-recorded performance of We Are Warriors. In October 2020, Avril put together a virtual pre-recorded concert event called #FightLyme with Avril and Friends, with proceeds from ticket sales and limited edition t-shirts benefiting the Avril Lavigne Foundation. A VIP option was also sold, which featured a pre-recorded Q&A and soundcheck before the show, where Avril debuted a live performance of Birdie for the first time. Other acts such as Rob Thomas, Alessia Cara, and One Republic also participated in the livestream with Wilmer Valderrama as host. The official foundation website has a resources page for Lyme disease and Lyme awareness with a written statement from Avril which says, "For the better part of 2 years, I was really sick and fighting for my life. Lyme disease is a daily struggle and the bad days still come and go. I never want others to suffer the way I did, and because of that, it is now my mission to raise awareness and funds that will help eradicate this life-altering disease." For more information and updates about the Avril Lavigne Foundation and to make a donation, visit the AvrilLavigneFoundation.org. As I mentioned, Avril was inspired to start her own foundation because of her previous work with several charities. She has worked with Make Some Noise, Amnesty International, AmericanCPR.org, the Special Olympics, Camp Willoway, Music Clearing Minefields, U.S. Campaign for Burma, the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and War Child, among many others. She has also served on the board of directors for Race to Erase MS for several years, which is dedicated to the treatment and ultimate cure of multiple sclerosis. After Avril's appearance on Saturday Night Live in January 2003, Home Hardware reproduced replicas of the t-shirt Avril wore and sold them for charity, raising $35,000. Avril helped present the check to the Toronto Sick Kids Hospital Foundation. In April 2003, she recorded a cover of Knockin' on Heaven's Door by Bob Dylan for a compilation album called Peace Songs, released by the organization War Child Canada to support children and young people affected by armed conflict and war. In 2004, she also designed a collection of Christmas cards with proceeds benefiting War Child Canada, and in 2010, she donated an autographed skateboard, which raised air miles instead of money in order to help volunteers travel to critical areas. In June 2003, she performed at a benefit concert in Downsview Park in Toronto to promote economic recovery after the SARS epidemic. It was reportedly the largest concert to ever take place in Canada, according to an article by CBC, with an attendance of 450,000 people. Some estimates report it as being the biggest single-day concert to ever take place in North America. It raised an estimated $50 million. This was also the same event where Avril met Chantal Kreviazuk, whom she would work with on her second album. In October 2003, Avril attended the Lily Claire Foundation's annual benefit in Beverly Hills and performed an acoustic set. The Lily Claire Foundation provides programs and services to children living with neurogenic birth conditions. In 2004, Avril recorded a video message to benefit Keep a Child Alive, which benefits children and families in Africa affected by HIV and AIDS. In January 2005, Avril performed at a concert for tsunami relief in Vancouver. In 2005, she worked with the environmental group Reverb for her East Coast tour. In November 2005, she participated in the Aldo Youth AIDS campaign Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil to raise money to educate young people worldwide about HIV and AIDS. Other celebrities that took part in the campaign include Pink, Charlize Theron, and Good Charlotte. According to a video of the campaign posted by Avril Media on YouTube, more than 1 million empowerment tags were sold, which raised $5 million for youth AIDS life-saving programs. The Aldo Fights AIDS campaign was one of the very first of its kind and was an international, multi-channel, multilingual, and multicultural campaign launched at the very beginning of the cause marketing revolution. The campaign focused on a strong call to action to hear, see, and speak about HIV and AIDS. 100% of net proceeds from sales of the empowerment tag benefited the Washington, D.C.-based youth AIDS awareness programs around the world. In June 2007, Avril recorded a cover of Imagine by John Lennon for the compilation album Instant Karma, the Amnesty International campaign to save Darfur, which benefited Amnesty International's global Make Some Noise project. In November 2007, she performed Adia by Sarah McLachlan with her at a benefit concert in Montreal for Unite for Children, Unite Against AIDS, presented by Aldo in support of UNICEF. In May 2009, she attended the Race to Erase MS Gala in Los Angeles, as well as the Orange You Happy to Erase MS campaign at Kitson's. She also designed a special limited edition Rocket to Erase MS t-shirt where 100% of the proceeds went to Race to Erase MS. In May 2010, she attended the organization's kickoff event for Multiple Sclerosis Awareness Month. She also performed at the 17th annual Race to Erase MS show, including a duet of Lean On Me by Bill Withers with the rock band Heart, which you can find video of on YouTube, courtesy of Avril Media. Now, if you're wondering why I never mentioned this a few episodes back when we covered her live performances with other artists, it's because I honestly never knew that it happened. I don't know if I maybe had known about it and I just forgot about it, or I actually never even knew about it happening. I think it was a very little covered event that happened, but I happened to just find it on Avril Media's YouTube channel, and I was like, oh, I've never seen this before. So that's another little gem that we can add to her list of live performances that she's done with other artists. She sang with Heart at the Race to Erase MS show. She also attended the Race to Erase MS Gala once again in Los Angeles in April 2018, which was one of her first public appearances since being sick with Lyme disease, and she attended again in Beverly Hills in May 2019. In December 2009, Avril participated in Latin America's largest charity event, Telethon, in Mexico City, where she performed an acoustic set. Telethon is an annual 24-hour TV and radio broadcast to raise money for children's rehabilitation centers. It is the world's largest private medical unit and rehabilitation center for children. In 2010, Avril participated in a recording of Wave and Flag by Kanon with other Canadian artists as a supergroup called Young Artists for Haiti to benefit relief efforts for the 2010 Haiti earthquake. In September 2010, she attended the Clinton Global Initiative in New York. Established in 2005 by former U.S. President Bill Clinton, the Clinton Global Initiative convenes global and emerging leaders to create and implement solutions to the world's most pressing challenges. In April 2012, Avril participated in Safeway's Support for People with Disabilities campaign, where she helped bag groceries. In October 2013, she and then-husband Chad Kroger performed together for We Day in Vancouver, organized by We Charity, which aims to nurture compassion in students and give them the tools to create transformative social change. In 2015, Avril was among the nominations for DoSomething.org's fan-voted annual list of top 20 celebs gone good, though she ultimately did not make the top 20. In March 2019, she participated in a recording of the charity single Right Where I'm Supposed to Be with other artists such as Ryan Tedder and Louis Fonsi, and performed it at the Special Olympics World Summer Games in Abu Dhabi with the other artists. In August 2019, Avril teamed up with Charity Stars once again to launch a campaign where donors could win VIP tickets to the Head Above Water tour, as well as a chance to meet Avril. In October 2019, Avril performed Girlfriend with pop star Halsey at Halsey's annual Halloween party in Los Angeles to benefit by Friends Place, which offers comprehensive services to homeless youth. In October 2019, Avril also attended the UNICEF annual masquerade ball, dressed in a silver space-inspired outfit with a blue wig. The event benefited UNICEF Next Generation, a subdivision of UNICEF that focuses on young adults and their efforts to improve the lives of young children. UNICEF stands for the United Nations Children's Fund, which is a United Nations agency responsible for providing humanitarian and developmental aid to children worldwide. It is among the most widespread and recognizable social welfare organizations in the world, with a presence in 192 countries and territories. In November 2019, Avril attended a gala in Los Angeles for Operation Smile and helped present a check for $10,000 to the organization. Operation Smile provides cleft lip and palate repair surgeries to children worldwide. In April 2020, Avril collaborated with other artists on a cover version of Lean On Me by Bill Withers, which was released as a charity single to raise funds for the Canadian Red Cross during the COVID-19 pandemic and as a tribute to Withers' recent death. In May 2020, Avril also participated in a cover of Let It Be by the Beatles to benefit the Recording Academy's MusicCares.org relief fund. Throughout 2020, Avril participated in several livestream events to benefit relief efforts during the COVID-19 pandemic, including Feed the Frontline, One Humanity, and Popbline's Masks for All festival. She performed acoustic renditions of her songs We Are Warriors, Head Above Water, and Keep Holding On. And her most recent charity event was in March 2021, when she participated in the livestream event The Youngblood Show 1 Year Anniversary Special, held by alternative artist Youngblood, which benefited the National Independent Venue Association to assist local music venues which had been affected financially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Unlike years past, she did not do a charity campaign for her birthday this year for the first time since the foundation's inception in 2010. As we can see, Avril doesn't just touch people throughout the world with her music, but also with her charitable acts of giving and her compassion for others. We can all learn from her example of how important it is to give back and to treat others with kindness and respect. To learn more about the Avril Lavigne Foundation and to make a donation, visit the AvrilLavigneFoundation.org. For now, we conclude this edition of the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcast platform so you never miss an episode. Since we have now reached a milestone 15th episode, I'll be taking a little break next week, but I'll be back very soon after that with a very special, very spooky episode you won't want to miss. So be sure to join me again next time on the Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast. The Best Damn Avril Lavigne podcast is hosted, produced, and edited by Andrea DiFrancesco. Theme music is HD and Lights by J. Powell Flicks. Follow the latest podcast news on Instagram at bestdamnavrilpod or email bestdamnavrilpod@yahoo.com.